Hello guys and welcome to Laravel 10 tutorials. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss about how can we implement ChatGPT OpenAI in Laravel. Like always, I have already created a notepad file right here on the desktop in which I have defined all the necessary steps in order to make this process simpler and easier to understand. So yeah guys, let's move to step number 1, which says that we need to create a fresh Laravel project, or we can use an existing Laravel project. It's totally up to you. So in order to create a fresh Laravel project, you can use two commands. If you have Laravel global install, you can simply use this command. Otherwise, you have to use this command. In both the cases, ChatGPT is going to be your project name. Okay. So in order to save some time, I have already created this project. You can see on the Git bash, and let me show you on the Sublime side right here as well. Okay, so yeah, let's move to step number 2. In order to integrate OpenAI, we need the API key, and we can get it from here. You need to create an account. Okay, so yeah, let's move there. Okay, now I have to move to login. Since I am already logged in, you can see I am redirected right here. For you, let's say you can use your credentials of Google, etc., or if you want to create a user account, you can also do that. Okay, but in my case, I'm already using a Google account. That's why I'm redirected. Okay, let's move to API. So let's say if you are redirected right here, you need to simply go to view APIs. Okay, and right here you can see the testing API, which I use for the testing purpose. So let's create a new secret key. Okay, and I will name this, let's say, video, because this is for the video purpose. Okay, so now you can see we have a message here: please save this secret key somewhere safe and accessible. For security reason, you won't be able to view it again. So yeah guys, copy this secret key and paste it somewhere on the notepad file. That's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to pause the video. Okay guys, so I just saved my API key right here on the desktop. You can see API key. So let's move forward to step number 3, and just for the sake, I have wrote it here as well. Copy and save the API key. You won't be able to see it again. You can try editing the key and you won't be able to find it. Okay, that's what the message said previously. Okay, so let's move to step number 3. Define the API key in .env file. So I'm just going to copy this, and let's move to sublime.env. Let's move to bottom right here, and let's paste it here. Okay, so now right here you have to define your API key. I'm going to define mine, but I'm going to pause the video because I'm a lazy person, and I don't want to edit the video again and again. Okay, so yeah guys. Okay guys, so I successfully defined my API key in .env file. Don't forget to do it, otherwise you won't be able to see the results. So yeah, let's move to step number 4. Install the OpenAI library. So we can simply use this command. Let's move to git bash right here and paste it just like that. So this command is going to take some time, so I'm going to pause the video to save time. Okay guys, so you can see it's done. Now let's move to step number 5, publish the configuration. So we can simply use this command. Let's move to git bash again, and actually this is going to create an open API file in the config right here. Let me just show you. Simple file. Okay, so yeah, let's move. I will close this. Let's move to notepad. Okay, next step is step number 6, which says that we need to create a simple form, which I already created, because this video is not related to HTML, Ajax, all the other stuff. So yeah, our main task is to implement the ChatGPT. Okay, so copy this. You don't need to pause the video. I will provide this code. Okay, just keep that in mind. So let's move to resources, views, and let's create a new file. I'm going to paste everything. Let's save it, and openai.blade.php. Okay, we are going to discuss this, but once everything is complete. So yeah, let's move forward. We have created a form. Okay, let's move forward. Step number 7, create a controller. So I will simply use this command, paste it right here. Once it is done, step number 8, copy and paste the below code in OpenAI controller. So I have done everything guys for you. Okay, so yeah, let's move Sublime. Let's go to OpenAI controller. This one, I'm going to Control A to select all and replace, just like that. Okay, so everything is replaced. Let's move forward. Okay, and step number 9, create and update the route. So actually we are going to update the welcome blade route. So let's just copy this. Okay, and let's move here, web.php, and let's select this and replace. Okay, just like this. So we are returning our OpenAI played, this one, okay, and the other one is post request, okay, and we need to include this as well right here, and that's it. So now we can run our project and see it in action. PHP artisan serve hyphen port 8080. I'm using port 8080. You know the reason, because PHP my admin is running on port 8000. So yeah. Okay, so this is our view. Now let's start from the blade file and let's see what we have. So basically you can ignore every other stuff except these. So meta tag, CSRF token content, I'm passing the CSRF token so I can access it in the Ajax setup. Okay, let's move forward. Simple title, then I'm using CDN, bootstrap CDN. Okay, let's move forward. Simple background, move forward, and then there is form. You won't be able to see action or method because I'm going to use the Ajax. You can see it right here below. Okay, so yeah, then form, it has an ID of ask, then simple ask ChatGPT heading div, and it has input field name question text type, and then this div is for the error, so we are going to display our errors right here. Okay, let's move forward. Button submit, this is going to be used to submit the form, ask ChatGPT. Now you can see it makes sense basically. Okay, you know it, I know, because this is some basic stuff. Okay, then I have another div with the ID chat, and let's say for example if a user is going to ask some question, we are going to append every question and answer in this chat div. Okay, let's move forward. So as I said, we will be using meta tag CSRF token, which we have defined right here. Okay, so we are passing it to the Ajax setup so that Ajax can use it whenever required. Okay, then I am defining a base URL, so I don't have to write complicated, let's say 127.0.0.0 etc., and this will work for local and development and let's say live environment as well. So in this case my base URL is this, and let's say for example if I'm the let's say accessing facebook.com, in that case my base URL is Facebook. Okay, and let's say Facebook and then profile. So actually what I'm doing right here is base URL, which means Facebook, and then profile I will define right here. Okay, so in this case I'm defining my base URL, that is this one. Okay, and then we are going to define our route. So yeah, so base URL is just like that, and let's move forward. So using the ID we are going to submit our form. You can see the ID once again, which I've told you, form ID is asked. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so once the user is going to submit the form, once the button let's say, or let's say you can say that, let's say if someone clicks right here, what you need to do is prevent the default and save the form. I need the first form instance, and I'm creating a, let's say, instance of that form so that I can pass it to the Ajax right here. Okay, then I'm simply using Ajax request URL. Once again, as I told you, I don't want to write everything 127 and I don't want to change it every time. That's why I'm defining base URL. So base URL, after that in this case after this question. Okay, so my route would be like that. Type post data, form data, whatever was passed right there, and content type false, process data false. We can ignore that for now. So let's move to this question route. So using this route we are hitting actually OpenAI controller method index. So let's move there. Okay, so right here I'm simply using validation. Basic validation question is required. Once the validation is successful, I'm saving it as a question, okay, in a variable. Then I'm using my OpenAI library to chat with the ChatGPT. So response, I'm saving it everything in response. So OpenAI chat create model, we are using this model. Okay, as per the library it supports many, but in this case I'm using this one. I will show you, this is the link for that one for more details. Okay, so we'll see that. I will show you their example, you can see it. So model ChatGPT 3.5 turbo, message role is equals to user, and content whatever the user asked, we need reply for that. Okay, so after that let's say we have a response. I'm getting the answer from this response. Let me show you what we have in response and how am I getting this response, just in case if it makes you confused. Okay, so let's move here, let's do the inspect. This is important so that you can understand it. Okay, so let's say these are the questions that I have asked previously. So this is going to take some time depending on the question and the answer. Keep that in mind, guys. Actually, you can put a loader here as well. It's totally up to you. So we have a response. Okay, so as you can see, we are saving everything in response. So this is our response, and then we have choices. Okay, in choices we have message, and in message we have content, and this is my answer right here. Okay, so yeah, that's how I'm getting the answer. You can get other details as well, it's totally up to you. So that's why that's how I'm getting the answer from response, choices, zero, message, and content, and then I'm returning the question and the answer using JSON response. Okay, so after that we have our question and its answer right here in this data variable, and we can access it. Let's move forward. Then I have a refresh function. Actually what it's doing is like this. Let me show you. Okay, so no question is asked, so ask ChatGPT and you can see the error. So this is what we have. That's how we are displaying the error, as I said, using this key, okay, which we have defined right here, this one. Okay, so we are using this one to display the error, and once again every time we are going to refresh the error, just in case if you have many field. In this case it's not required actually, but I am doing it. Okay, so once, let's say if I ask, now there was an error. Now let's say if I want to ask anything, okay, ask ChatGPT, it is going to take some time. Okay, so we have a question and answer, and you can see the error is gone. That's how it works. So var, after that, let's say we have a question and the answer. I'm creating a div right here, and in the question div I'm passing the question, and in the answer div I am passing the answer. And after everything I am appending the div question and the div answer to this chat div, which is defined right here. Okay, basic, very basic Ajax jQuery. Okay, after that we have error. We can see that actually we already saw that. Okay, so yeah, now let's see this in action. So let's move and let's do a refresh. Okay, and we will see right here, just for the sake, let's say. So I'm going to ask, let's say, what is ChatGPT. You can do whatever you want depending on the question and answer. It is going to take some time. Okay guys, so you can see we have got the question. So question was, what is ChatGPT? You can see it right here as well, and the answer is right here. ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI, etc, etc, etc. Okay, now let's try another question so that we can append further div right here. You can put a loader as well, it's totally up to you, as I said. So I did this one in the Urdu lecture as well. Let's try it differently. How to create a controller in Laravel, and you will get some answers. So let's put it right here and let's ask ChatGPT. Then pending, you can put a loader, as I said, so it looks good. See, it is going to take some time depending on the question and answer. Okay guys, so we got our answer, and you can see it right here. How to create a controller in Laravel. To create a controller, you need to follow these steps, and you can see it right here. Okay, so yeah guys, it's working fine. Now for, let's say if you want to dig deep and you want some more from the OpenAI, you can always do that, and for that you can refer to the docs. So yeah, let's access this. Just want to show you. Okay, let's move here, and actually for more details, the battle link would be this one. Okay, from here I'm using this example, the one I showed you in the video, and right here you can see a whole lot of example. You can use any of them and you can dig deep right here. So yeah guys, that's about it from this specific video. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you, take care, and yes guys, be ready for the next one. Okay, take care, thank you.